Boom.
Oh,
move
yes,
that.
that was like,
Boom.
yes.
I'll move it in front of the Pira, actually. Let's see here.
Okay, then move the Pira over to the other side.
I just didn't want to block you solving. If you can't see me solve, it's one thing, but boom.
I mean, I'm not saying you saw
Truman, I'll take care of that in a sec, okay?
I'm doing it.
Yes. Mr. Paul, here's this thing. I don't know this case. I don't know if you needed what that is. Or if you need
Yeah,
it.
that is a Braille display. This is kind of cool. It prints Braille across the bottom here. And you can read it a line at a time and press a button, and then it raises the dots for the next line.
Nice.
So I was going to show you guys that in case you're interested.
Sweet.
Alright, let's get the goal set up.
I'll do it. Okay. Now.
Alright, you do it, because I don't want to have to reach all the way across the table.
Boom. So basically, you're right front and center, Mr. Paul, on the camera, and then
Scramble everything.
yeah, scramble around, and then you know we just practice and interact with people here in the chat.
Are you doing all 3x3s?
Good, keep it.
And let's see here. Boom. We always start a goal when we do a live stream of hopeful gifts that people may give. So right now, since we have 8 people watching, so it usually starts out pretty slow, and then depending on time and day and stuff, it'll shoot up pretty fast most of the time. So. Boom.
Okay, no, I don't know how to know that.
And just let me know if you need anything.
Dad, can you angle the computer, because then I can't see it.
Oh, my bad. No one's chatting yet.
I know.
It's a little slow. Is that better? True.
Wait. That's good.
Okay. I was trying to get, I was thinking about asking my wife to come because, again, she watches way more social media than I do, to help us, you know, give us some tips and ideas,
What was that?
camera angles and all that stuff, but she was busy today.
That Scramble was actually fun. Yo!
What up, Kool-1D12? Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it. They said that we're this person's favorite. What up, Omer? So, but yeah, we just and this is how I've gotten better at cubing because it forces me to practice. So, yeah, we're welcoming our special guest, Mr. Paul. I don't know if you guys can see the iPad there on the front. That is the cover art for a book that he has written.
I'll tell you the title. Solve It, the only speed solving guide for blind cubers.
Yeah. And then we get random questions every now and then that we just kind of ignore. Or we, like, I don't think this person's being rude, so I'm just gonna, no, we are not together.
Yo!
Truman is my son, and Mr. Paul is a friend that we met cubing. What up, Stephanie? Thanks for joining. So right now we're up to 92 people watching.
Wait, that's not quick.
Oh, you're good. I figured you weren't being, you weren't trying to be mean or anything like that. You were serious, just asking. So that's why I did not mute you or anything like that. But yeah, we're just gonna sit here and solve cubes. He is blind. Yes, Mr. Paul is blind, and that's kind of how we met him at a cubing con, because you know he draws a crowd a bit when he's solving. So we met him, and then he reached out to us, said he wrote a book and wanted to see if we would be interested in sharing it, and with our true army. So
Yo,
what up, security? But yeah, so all the cubes he has are all textured.
This one I made myself. You can buy these different shaped sticky dots online at Amazon or whatever, and you just need 4 identical ones on the side for a 2x2 cube like this. This is my 3x3. These tactile markings were made with a 3D printer, and then they were super glued onto, this is a Milieu RS3.
They're pretty awesome. You know, it's, oh, sorry, I grabbed the red one here.
Oh, yeah,
I was
that was
looking
cool.
at the red one,
Talk
yeah.
about that. That one is from a new store called texturecube.com.
Texturecube.com sent him, I guess, a sample of it.
Exactly.
And it's really nice. It's got like felt on it, Velcro. It's got a smooth side. It's got one that's kind of bubbly. And then one that's almost like bedazzled, like beads on it. And so he can fill like the centers and the edges and know to kind of match them up with the correct side. It's really neat and it feels awesome, actually. Like, do you think the WCA would let non-blind people use something like this?
Maybe. I think it would be neat if they had an official event where everyone had to wear a blindfold and they had to solve a tactile cube.
Yeah,
That would be cool. All right. We'll talk about them again, you know, throughout. So, unfortunately, there does not appear to be any special rules for blind competitors. They still only have 15 seconds to solve. 15 seconds to inspect, rather. The hard part, though, is, as Mr. Paul will say, he is like finding the timer, you know, or knowing, like the judge he can't see the lights on the timer to know when to start his solve. So the judge has to let him know when the timer's lit up green. So he knows to lift his hands off to start, and it all has to be in under 15 seconds. So yeah, he only gets, it's 15 seconds to inspect at max, and then it's whatever time he can get on the cube. So, but it's pretty amazing.
So I did 22.7 seconds on that. But I know you can do this in like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, 22 seconds is about faster. I'm lucky to get a 22-second solve on 2x2. So, and if you guys were wondering, he's using I guess an app on his phone, and he has his earbuds in.
Yep.
And the app talks to him and tells him what times he gets because
Exactly.
he can't see, you know, these timers like Truman and I. So, so that's kind of how he adapts to the cubing world. Hey, thanks, Exil, for showing us some love from the Philippines. We appreciate that. Well, I definitely, Henny cannot solve a cube or a 3x3 in 15 seconds.
No.
Truman can.
Truman can, yeah. It's going to take me more like 90 seconds. I'll do that in a couple minutes. Let me tackle this cube first.
He does have YouTube. What's your YouTube? I'm sorry, Paul?
It doesn't have any videos yet, but I am at Tactile Cuber.
Tactile Cuber.
Yep.
On YouTube. So give him a like, give him a sub, you know, share some love. If you have any blind friends, or if you know any blind people that might be interested in cubing, feel free to, you know, share his book
1.6.
title
Yes.
and stuff.
What you do?
1.6 on 2x2.
His PR on 2x2 is actually 155.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, at Tactile Cuber on YouTube. We'll have videos eventually. You can also go to the official webpage for my book, which is tactilecuber.com.
Yeah, and that's TACTILE Cuber, CUBER.com.
Oh my god, I just got a 2. What?
Or at Tactile Cuber.
What are these?
So, go show Mr. Paul some love here. Let's help him sell some of his book to some people that could use it and need it. We met him at competitions, actually.
That was not.
He's done 3 comps, and we saw him at 2 comps. So most recently was, I don't know, a couple months ago maybe?
In Longmont, Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he competes in what's funny is, like, a few months ago, he was, like, probably faster than me. The only reason I've gotten faster is because of live streaming. So, yes.
I swear we went to that comp in Erie in December.
Did you guys go to that comp? How did I miss you
I
there?
thought we did.
Yeah.
We haven't, the only comp we've missed was the November one. So, if there was a comp, oh, was it the one at the school?
In Erie, Aspen Ridge.
I don't remember. Was it the place we went that was the third time we've been to that venue?
No, I don't think so.
Now what did
I don't know.
This is impressive, just watching you feel around and stuff.
Almost there.
Man, that's awesome.
That was slow. That was 1 minute 29.
Was it good?
I can do better. Yeah. When I'm not.
When you're not being
When I'm not.
distracted.
When I don't have a camera on me.
Right. That's how it usually goes. So. Oh, Jenna Martz says, "Hi Dad, so proud of you. Love you from Jenna, Rob, and Callum in Washington."
Hey Jenna, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you all for stopping by. We're up to 210 people watching right now.
Jenna, you gotta go see this guy at the World Championships in Seattle.
We'll be there. Titan Chicken, what's up, friend?
Hello. Hello.
He has seen a cube before. He actually has only been fully blind since 2020.
Yep.
So he told us earlier. We actually did an interview with him, which we're gonna post that to our channel after I do some editing and stuff. But sometime, hopefully in the next couple days, we'll get that one up. But he was diagnosed with an eyesight disease. Is it an eyesight disease?
It's an eye disease. When I was a kid, when I was 13, I was diagnosed. That was like 50 years ago, and right. So when the Rubik's Cube came out when I was 18 or 17 years old, and so I did know how to learn it solve it back then. But when I lost my eyesight 5 or 10 years ago, I had to learn how to solve it entirely by touch. And so now that I've discovered the cubing community, I'm doing all these different puzzles. I had never heard of this before I started doing speed cubing, pyramid.
Yeah, I call it the triangle of death.
It's not. It's not death, though.
It's my least favorite puzzle.
It's a
The
brain
six I can
twister.
do.
Yeah.
But I was gonna, once you finish that solve, I got a question for you.
Okay. Ask the question.
Oh, so like when we turn our cubes in to get scrambled,
Right.
and the scrambles that the WCA assigns is white top, green front. Now the white side on your textured cubes is smooth, correct?
On this one it is, yeah.
Okay.
White is smooth.
Gotcha. So, but like, well, I guess
What about this one though?
that's what I was gonna ask. Like on
What
that
color
one,
is that?
well, it's red. The
Okay.
whole cube is red. Even the only,
So this is probably not comp certified. Right.
unless there was maybe something written into the manual that just said, hey, smooth side is the top or the white, right? And then pick a color, and that's gonna be your green. And so that's what I was gonna ask, if maybe.
We'd have to check the regulation.
But I guess the one you were holding is your regular 3x3 that you use in comp.
Yeah,
And
this
it
is my regular
It
comp
does
too.
have colors.
Yep.
That's interesting. It was just kind of something I thought of. Let's see here. Let's see. No, Mr. Paul is not going to Worlds. Not yet. We're going to try to get him there, though, in 2 years, to the next one. And then, let's see here. What's going on? Prince Vegito Red. Cool AVR. Borden Barker. Pyramid is the easiest, right?
I agree. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. No doubts. But I just got an 11 on 2 I did.
What?
An 11?
Yes.
Oh. I don't see that very often from him.
Oh,
I
wasn't
know.
timing it.
It's,
Oh no. You got a +2 on it. So it's probably for the better.
Good.
It's your
That was,
that-
that corner.
that one,
That's it.
there you go.
I hate this one
Me too. I'm telling you, it's my least favorite of the 7 that I have competed in. Yep, Hockey Sex, this dude is blind. So his...
Totally blind, solving cubes by puzzles by touch.
Yep. His cubes are for the most part, cubes like we would buy, and then him or someone we even know or have cubed with have helped make them custom for him to use. This one though was custom made by a company called Texture Cube Shop.
Just
TextureCube.shop. Oh,
Nope, no shop.
sorry, TextureCube.com.
Yeah.
So,
finally got it right.
They're
yeah.
accepting pre-orders now. I think they just opened up and they sent me their prototypes. So that's what I've got.
Oh, thanks, Cashy Kid. Cashy Kid said, I attended the Grand Junction Dysfunction Comp, and you guys were at it, followed instantly, and you guys are so cool.
Awesome.
Woo! Glad you all stopped in today. Well, Hoppy Sex asked a little while ago if you were blind, and then they just said, hi, Paul.
Hello.
We do appreciate the love and appreciate you guys showing up today. Yeah, he has a lot of them too. He just has a few kind of here with us at the table. These are the ones that he primarily does and practices, I guess. And I mean, I think he does about as many cubes as I do.
29.39.
There you go. I think my PR on Pira is like 38.
Okay, so finally we're going to try the 3x3.
I hate Pira. You have a super Waylong V2 spoon. Can you give me setup in your camera? I will hear you. I can't. I have no idea what.
Is this the way long?
I don't know what you need. Plus, I don't have the super Waylong V2.
I think he's just maybe asking for setup advice.
Maybe.
I don't have any setup advice. The
Yeah.
only thing I put in my cubes is weight cut.
Yeah, the only, like, what we always say, Coop 10 is, you know, just whatever feels right to you, friend. You know, you may love it, and it may not work at all for me, you know. My son's name is Truman. And you know, he's done 1 or 2 breakdown videos of PR or something, but it's been a while. I'm pretty sure he's only done them on 3x3 solves, right?
What?
Like when you broke down like your PR singles.
Yeah, I still haven't broken down my 7, but I don't think I will.
Oh, you're from Turkey? Oh, that's okay. We appreciate you stopping by from Turkey, you know, and it's okay. Your English is bad.
Although, they've came to a comp, or not a comp, our stream before.
Coop has?
Yeah.
Nice. RS3V5 setup. He doesn't really set his cubes up like.
Absolutely no idea, but it's good.
Oh, we didn't do a break. Oh, well, he kind of did the breakdown, I think, on a live stream of his Fuse Moves challenge, I think.
Yes, I did.
But it was very short.
Because it was something like 50 something moves.
Yeah. Thanks for that reminder there, Steph. Stephanie, have you ever been at a comp where Mr. Paul was at? Were you at the Longmont Open? Stephanie is the one that taught. Okay, yeah. Stephanie is the one that taught me how to solve clock.
Oh, all right.
And then her dad also competes every now and then. He's in the slow category with me, you know, but
And me.
well, yeah, with us.
Yep.
Us 2 people over here to the left. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Her dad is somebody that, you know, I think I saw him competing at the first comp I took Truman to, and I was like, oh man, dads are doing this and stuff? Like, heck yeah. So I signed up to compete at the second comp we took Truman to.
Wait, really?
Yep. What
I'm
up,
not gonna do all that.
Jory Gamer? The views keep fluctuating. Like right now we're back down to 91, but 30 seconds ago we were over 250. So it just kind of goes up and down. Also, you know, in case you guys were wondering, we do have the Pira of Fame here as well. Like always, any donations, get you a permanent shout out on our Pira of Fame. And what was your time on that solve?
156.9, and I screwed up one of the F2Ls and had to redo it, so I can do better. I know I can do better.
Of course, yeah.
We don't talk about that.
What'd you get?
You didn't see it.
Oh, I'm seeing you type it in. There.
But no, but you, yeah, that's cheating, bud.
Way long magnetic Pira or you Shin little magic Pira.
You shit little magic 100%.
There we go. What up, Joel, Glenn, Obone, and Dong?
Oh,
Welcome.
big dog.
Sub 2 minute, yeah, for sure.
Okay, come.
Time Chicken showing you some love there
Thank you.
for a sub 2.
Yep.
But yeah, we just had a
First competition, my average was 2 minutes, and my single was 142. So that was my first comp.
And what's your PR?
My
Single.
My PR single is now 139. I really flubbed the last competition I was at, so I didn't improve much. So,
Well, it happens.
Yeah.
But
but I know my personal best is 1 minute 2.51 seconds, so I know I can go faster.
perfect.
Yeah.
Which Pira I will buy? My main is Yushin. Yeah, I mean, again, he uses the little magic, and he got like a 2.9 second.
No, that was with the game. That was with
What was that?
Oh,
Just
oh,
now.
that was a 4.
That was good.
I get used to the speed from him. It's just, or I don't really get used to it. It's hard to get used to, but I'm just like, dang, like I can't even scramble before he's done solving, and I can be halfway done with scramble before he starts. So that was a bad one. That was 5.5
We're
seconds.
done with 2x2 for right now.
Okay. Paul, at the last comp, he set a.
I can't see it, but I can hear it, and it just sounds like, you know what it sounds like.
He did, the only PR he got in our Grand Junction was on OH, and he now has a sub 20-second average on one-handed.
Yo, Titan Chicken!
Time Chicken, with the love. Thank
With the
you. He said
$2.
sub 2. He donated $2 for you get a sub 2. Oh,
Hey, awesome. Thank you.
Go
Appreciate
grab the
that.
pen.
thank you, Titan Chicken. You're awesome, friend. But yeah, I don't know if you know, but his hands are very small. So the
Okay.
fact that he can get a sub 20 second with one hand average
Yeah.
is
Just
just
amazing.
insane.
Yeah.
I remember Eden said a couple, I think it was last stream, he said your 2 ports will go to Dubai, and he's saying it again. It's honestly really funny though.
Here we go. 2 by 2 this time.
There you are, Titan Chicken.
Oh, bro, what?
Got you on there again. Move that over there. Let's go.
I don't know why, I just like doing it.
What'd you get?
33.5.
33.5
33.5.
on 2 by 2.
2 by 2.
I think you might legit you've competed in 2 by 2 in comp.
I
right?
have. My PR is 17.6.
Holy crap.
Yep.
I legit think that's faster than my PR on 2 by 2. Let me look here.
Guy Mitchell said I actually beat him on pyramids at the
Ooh.
Longmont
Something I
comp.
took this
Wow.
stuff out, and I didn't even grab the key line. I didn't
Let's see here. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, I'm gonna see what my PR is here. My PR on 2 by 2 is 17.57.
Oh, you got me.
Oh, And I
Like this much, man.
I literally just got that. Was that at the last comp? Yeah, that was at the last comp. Before that comp, it was 18.59. Yeah.
Which puts us in the bottom of the rankings. Most of the people that are at those comps are all 15 seconds or better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, even when at Truman's first comp, he did 2x2 as well, and 3x3 in Pira. And I think going into it, I thought he was super fast and would probably win. And then he averaged what, like 17 seconds or 19 seconds in his first time ever?
No, I got like a 20 average, bro.
Was
Oh
it?
wait, no, it was a split.
Hold on, I'm gonna look. I got you.
No, because 17 average was my second comp.
Oh, I think you were in the 20s actually on your first one.
Yes.
And yeah, you averaged 23.59 at your first comp. And I was like, oh man, that's so good. He finished 64th in that one, you know, and
You did great in 3x3 at the Longmont comp, and you were 11th. And it's just because there's so many people that are so good.
Coots, yes, he is
Appreciate
blind.
that.
I am blind.
Completely blind, yeah. And what up,
So-
Victor?
I just got this new cube from a place called texturecube.com. There's a starting up, they're taking pre-orders. I haven't gotten used to the order or the texture markings yet. Which one is, you know, like standard colors, it's like blue, orange, yellow, right? B-O-Y, they call it. There's no standard for the textures, so this is gonna be a challenge for me to do this.
We have faith.
Well, why do I keep forgetting that? You're too rich to go to Dubai. Bro said you're too poor to go to Dubai, and then bro said you're too rich to go to Dubai, bro.
Bro or female, not really sure, we don't know.
Bro
But
or bra.
bruh. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm actually this is just fun to watch.
Oh wait, I have a whole
So
entire block here.
That's the cross.
This is so amazing. Like I kind of want to try, you know, like put my hat down over my eyes or something in a few and give it a try. And
Do it.
It'll probably, my timer will shut off before I'm able to finish solving it.
No, what if we?
I want to see Truman try this too.
Yeah,
Truman,
I
are
was
you
gonna
watching
say,
how
I
he does it? He has to fill every single piece
Oh,
to
no.
know.
I flipped one. No. What did I do wrong? Okay. Oh, crap. No, oh, this is a disaster, folks.
That's okay. You haven't tried this one a whole lot yet.
Right.
Hello, Jasmine Lopez.
Oh, thanks.
2 JLs
Steph.
in a row.
We appreciate that. Coot said, excuse my language, damn, that's impressive that he learned to solve all those blind. Indeed it is. Hey Maddie, what up Godwin? Thanks for stopping by today. No pressure here, but we're up to over 300 viewers now at the moment, so. Oh, Cashy
Yo,
Kid
we
coming
five.
through.
What'd you do?
Someone came through with a $5 dono.
Woo!
Thank you, Cashy Kid. And they asked, is Truman willing to critique solves? Are y'all's DMs open? If you want to, I don't know. He's never really, no one's ever really asked him.
I mean,
But
I can critique some solves.
if you give us a follow on Instagram or TikTok, shoot us a DM on there. You know, since you can't DM on YouTube. And Kashi Kid, what name do you want on the Pira of Fame? If I don't hear back from you soon, it's going to be Kashi Kid. And we appreciate the dono, friend.
Yeah, we really appreciate the 5.
This is all messed up. I know I got something wrong here. Here it is. That's it.
Get Gabrielle or Gabrielle. Okay.
Gabriel. But yeah, if you can, we also have an email as well, true.cubing15@gmail.com. It's on our channel description. So, let's see. GABRIEL
Hello, David.
What up? Yep. Gabrielle, got your name right there on the blue side in the center. Boom, right under Titan Chicken. There, thank you so much. Congrats too, you're on our one and only, possibly ever, True Cubing Pira of Fame. Oh, sweet, and I see it looks like you already gave us a follow on Instagram, so. Wow,
Finally.
you got it.
Finally.
Dude, when I looked
What
at
a
it
disaster.
before I started writing the name, it looked like you were still on one side,
Oh,
like on the first layer.
It's
You-
okay if I look at it.
you name it, everything went wrong. Yeah.
Thank you. This is cool.
What do you think, True? You want to do a solve with your eyes closed?
I want to buy one of these. They're really cool.
I think you should scramble it and try and solve it, but I'm going to tell you, it's tricky, especially if your eyes are closed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to try another puzzle now, because I've done all these.
Are you guys looking?
Do you have any more?
I do. In your box there. I got a lot over here.
Okay. Let's see here. How often do you guys go live? We go live, a few times a week at least, typically. I'd say at least 3 or 4 times a week. We'd like to do it a little bit more, but we're just kind of busy. Does Paul use CFOP or what kind of method?
CFOP.
Yep, he uses CFOP.
Yep, and for 2x2 Ortega.
And if you're new to our live stream, just joining, we're here to help promote Mr. Paul's book that he wrote. It's called Solve It.
Do we have the cover there?
It is up, yeah.
Solve It, the only speed solving guide for blind cubers. It's written with no images, no pictures, no diagrams. It's all 100% text that blind people can read in Braille if they want to. And it's available as an EPUB from Smashwords, Amazon, Apple Books, Barnes & Noble, pretty much everywhere. Search for Solve It by Paul Martz and you'll find it.
Yep.
Is it okay if I can do a solve on this while you look for another cube to solve?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Yes, and we met Mr. Paul at a cubing comp. So, what up, Rachel? What is happening? We're just a couple dudes solving some cubes here. But Mr. Paul is our special guest today, and he is a completely blind speed cuber. So, when is your next comp, Mr. Paul?
Haven't decided yet.
There we go.
Yep, sorry.
Yep. I know there were talks about going to the one
In Commerce City.
August.
Yeah, I'm gonna go say hi, but I'm not gonna compete.
Yeah. That one doesn't have 3x3. That'll be the first comp we've gone to that doesn't have 3x3.
There's no 3x3.
Yeah.
2x2, Pyraminx, Cube, and maybe I compete in clock for the first time.
Yeah.
I've got a tactile clock puzzle here too. I don't know whether you guys, am I pointing this towards the camera?
Yep.
Good,
Yep.
yeah. So this is a tactile clock puzzle, right? You can actually feel what direction the arrows point.
And yeah, it's really neat. But we're afraid right now that it might not be comp legal
Right.
because it doesn't have like glass covering the clock hands. So you can touch them and move them individually, which obviously wouldn't be, legal, but I guess. You could turn them all to match the right way.
Wouldn't that be neat?
With a hand, I still wouldn't be able to do it very fast, I don't think, but
I think it would slow me down trying to cheat.
Maybe, I don't know. He averages, what's your PR average on 3x3?
On 3x3, my official average is 142 for AO5. A minute 42 seconds.
A minute 42 is his average, which he's only done 3 comps, and I don't think I was above a minute 40 average on my 3rd comp, so, We got Truman over here trying to solve the texture cube with his eyes closed.
The hard thing is going to be keeping your eyes closed because you're going to really want to open them.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Coots, for the love. Well, Truman is trying to solve a textured cube without looking at it, and Mr. Paul is blind, so he has no choice to solve. So he's just working on solving his. He's just practicing, and we're helping promote his book. Well, hey, we appreciate it, Coots. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again sometime soon. Doggo, what's going on? This is Mr. Paul. He is an author and a blind speed cuber. The cubes he uses, for the most part, are completable. We're actually not sure about his clock yet. He's never.
Not sure about that. Yeah, we're not sure about this texture cube either.
Yeah, and we're not sure about that one. But the we'll show you. He's gonna, I guess, grab a couple of them. You can just leave them if you.
You should.
Yeah,
I was just trying to clear some space. But this is the one I use for comp.
Yep.
Which is it's a MOU RS3, and the markings were custom 3D printed and stuck on with super glue.
There you go. So, and it's crazy how much these markings though kind of make the cube feel like so much heavier. That's crazy because they look like just some that would weigh like milligrams, and but when you put all of them on here, I guess it makes the cube seem to weigh a lot more. Man, this is insane. There is one smooth side on this one. Doggo, he averages, I think he said about a minute 40.
Yep.
Is what he got his PR average in competition. So, and now he's trying to solve clock here. Excuse me. His his eyes are closed, so you can't really see. His 3x3 PR is single is 7.43 seconds for Truman. His average is 10.19 seconds.
Oh. Oh my god. I did not expect this to be as hard as it actually is.
It's
I
a
know.
challenge.
It's crazy.
FR.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. But again, right now we got 147 people watching. I don't know how delayed our metric is versus what's actually in there, but it'll
Wait, I think I
fluctuate.
got F2L complete. Yes, I did it.
Okay, good job. You're there. You're almost there.
Holy crap.
Because once you get down to OLL, that's easy.
Truman is solving this textured cube with his eyes closed to see, what it's like for Mr. Paul to have to do this. Our next comp, Riker, is Worlds. I think it starts on July 3rd. So, up in Seattle, Washington.
Okay, hold on. Okay, now this is the tricky part.
All right. You got it.
Truman uses full C font. I think Mr. Paul does as well. They're both more advanced than me. I use full beginner, 100%. Riker, you'll be at Worlds? Oh, the exclamation point, not question mark. Gotcha. Are you guys going to the one in Commerce City? Probably, but that's just a couple days after we get back from the New England Championships in Portland, Maine. Poppy 18, Poppy Palm 18. Ooh, almost thought that said something else. Yes, the clock Mr. Paul is using is modded. It has basically all the arrows are like
I am so close.
are pointed or textured, right? So, and there's no glass covering the faces, so he can fill it.
I'm there.
You did
I
it.
got it. Yeah. Woo.
There we go. What your best comp you participate in?
Please.
For me?
Okay, well,
Or for Truman. What's your favorite comp? Favorite puzzle to participate in, Truman?
I like 2x2 a lot.
He likes 2x2. That's his favorite.
I like 2x2. Yeah.
Nice. What about you, Riker? Sorry, Orthin Kuru, I do not speak your language, friend. So I don't know what you're saying. Or if that is even actual words. But, yeah. If anyone in our chat can translate, great. Or Orthin, if you can put that in English for us, we appreciate it. Steph, are you going to the Commerce City Comp? What up, Cleo VR? Oh, your favorite event is, or you like 4x4 and skew?
Wait.
Yeah.
Yes!
You did it?
7 minutes, 46 seconds.
Nice.
Woo!
And what do you remember what your time was using that one, Mr. Paul?
I did not time it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was not time worthy.
Oh, that was...
I am trying to like fill this cube and the irregular competition legal one, and man, I don't know if this one is harder or that one would be harder. Yeah, what do you think, True?
Okay.
Let's see here. I'm gonna give this one a fill here.
Definitely. Try them out.
Let's see.
Oh, this one is so much better. Do you know what the original cube for this is? For your main 3x3?
For this one,
Yeah.
that one is the Moyu RS3, but it's the older one. It's the 2021.
Oh.
Yeah, and they changed their design. The newer Moyu RS3s are lighter weight and not as much metal. I think that's one of the things that makes that heavy.
Because I was like, this one's way heavier than the other one.
Yep.
Skewb, how do you self-skewb it feel impossible? Honestly, I felt the same way, Cleo, but I realized that it's actually one of the easier cubes I've learned. And then, let's see here, Steph, I'm glad you are going to get to go to
Which
a
one?
comp.
Your main?
Yeah. It feels like it needs to be lubed or what?
No, it feels nice. I
Oh,
like it.
good.
And then, let's see here. So hopefully we'll see you there, Steph, at that one. I did tentatively register him. I'll probably sign up, but like I said, it's like 2 or 3 days after we get back from the New England Championships in Portland, Maine. So
But you're
You know.
back.
we gotta
Thanks.
see if True Mom will allow us.
True Mom.
And then, does Mr. Paul have any other hobbies?
Yes. I am a musician. I play piano and drums. And I'm a science fiction writer. I write short stories.
Yep. So not only did he write the book Solve It to teach other blind people how to solve cubes, but not only solve, but how to do speed cubing if you're unable to see. But he's also written some science fiction. So he told us a little bit about those books earlier, which will be posted in an interview that we did with him before we started live streaming. So we'll post that sometime in the next few days. So we're pretty excited about that, and we're thankful that Paul reached out to us and allowed us to have the opportunity to.
Thanks for having me on here.
Help
I'm
me.
having a blast, even though I can't solve this mirror cube for crap.
I can solve it, and I can see what's going on. So, you know. So, if you all know any people that are blind or almost blind, you know, and they might be interested in getting into the world of cubing, tell them about Mr. Paul's book. So it could be a great resource to them to help them out and get past the frustrations of what people that can't see go through. Like they can't just turn on a YouTube video and watch it and learn how to solve a cube like we could, you know. They can hear what they're talking about, but if they're like, oh, now you turn this, they can't see what they're talking about, you know. So
turn this, turn that. I can't tell you how many videos I've seen that do that.
Esther Feldman. Hi, I'm the creator of that red texture
Esther, the texture cube. This is Esther made this and shipped it to me. Thank you, Esther.
Oh, that's awesome, Esther. Thanks for stopping by.
Texturecube.com is Esther's company, and she's accepting pre-orders for these cubes.
That is awesome. Thanks for stopping by, Esther. Esther, are you blind, or do you what's your story? You know, are you close to someone that is sight impaired? I guess, or I don't even know the proper term. You know, is it just blind?
I think she's fully sighted, but let's see what she says.
Yeah.
Let her tell her own story.
Yeah.
Why am I doing two-hand, bro? It's supposed to be one-handed.
Oh, oops. What's up? Oh, see you, Riker. And let's see here. Travis, what's going on? Maydoni. Cashy Kid with another. It won't let you send a DM on Insta. I may have to accept it first, so hold on. Let me go check that, and then we will. I'll get your name on there again. Thank you. Let's see here. I'll even follow you back there, and then let's see here if boom requests. See if we have any. Oh, it's not saying we have any requests, but maybe it wouldn't work because I hadn't accepted your request, your friend request yet. Oh wait, hold on. There we go. Now it's working. Yeah.
Eden?
We got you. Boom. There we go.
Eden's fine, I think.
Wow, how awesome that the creator of this cube stopped in our stream,
Even
if it was just for a minute.
That is great, yeah.
So, and again, texturecube.com.
Texture cube, one cube.
Yep.
No S. Yep.
I keep almost saying, okay, here we go. Esther said, I am sighted, but I think solving by texture is really fun. It took me probably 15 to 20 minutes at first, but now I can do under a minute. It really takes some getting used to for your brain. Wow, that's awesome, Esther. Do you,
That's incredible. Under a minute. That's my goal.
Have you ever gone to any competitions or anything? How is he doing it without even looking? Well, so this is a mirrored cube, right?
Yeah,
It's
this is a mirror
shapeshifter.
cube. So each piece, instead of a different color, it's a different height.
Yeah.
And you match the heights and pair them up. So here's an F2L pair right here, for example. Yeah. Here's another F2L pair. Here's the third one. I'm working on the fourth. I'm almost got it.
That's awesome. And
I always say that. I've almost got it.
and his normal cubes that he uses are just regular 3x3s, you know, or 2x2s or whatever that have just been modded to where he can fill them.
Yep.
And so it's really neat. You know, I may give a solve a try. I mean, we already know I'm pretty slow while being able to see, but oh yeah, I gotta do that again. Sorry. Ooh, let's go. Do you want Gabrielle again on the cube or the Pira? I'm back. Hi, Paul. Nice solving. That's what one of our regulars, Philip, said. So.
How you doing, Philip?
Yes, sir. I actually don't think it's comp legal for sighted. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Actually, I was going to ask that earlier. Maybe in the future we can do a tactile solving only comp. Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh, that would be good.
That would be awesome, actually. Who knows? Maybe Truman and I can come there and commentate.
Honestly, I just want to compete. That seems fun. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Just the whole comp is just blindfolded,
yeah.
basically.
I would do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the only form of blinds that I can do.
Yeah, we are on location, not at our regular house or our house. We came to Mr. Paul's house.
Yay! Thank you guys
Yeah.
for coming over.
Because
Because you don't want me driving. So
yeah, we thought it would be a good experience, you know, for Truman, and also a way to help Mr. Paul promote his book some. So if you guys know anyone at all that is blind and might be interested in solving a cube, or honestly, you know, I plan on reading the book. It might help me learn how to solve a cube better. And I'm not blind, so
should I tell them how to find the book?
sure.
So you can do a web search for Solve It by Paul Martz. That's how you can find it. The official book website is tactilecuber.com. And then I'm an author of the book and also a science fiction. And if you want to follow what I do in my writing, you go to paulmartz.com.
And he has a YouTube channel
With no videos on it yet.
with no videos yet. We're working on it though, right? He's gonna
Yep.
potentially start doing some stuff on there, and it's at Tactile Cuber.
At Tactile Cuber.
Yeah. So, what up, Salzabil
Where's my-
Michelin? Which one are you looking for?
Either of my Tactile cubes, 3x3. Thank
that's
you.
your
I
regular.
need to figure out how to do it.
Oh, yeah, that's how. Whenever I was learning how to do one-handed, Paul,
Yeah.
well, the first time I ever did it, it took me like 15 minutes or something. And I kept switching hands and stuff, which isn't legal. But it wasn't comp. But we, you know, I was like, I'm never gonna get this because I get in a rhythm with two hands, you know, but with one, it just throws me off. So,
Yeah.
but when I started learning a month or so ago to get better at it, what I did was I would have,
I trashed it.
oh no, I would keep another 3x3 beside me, you know, and then like when I would forget my algorithm doing it one-handed, I would just grab the other
Okay,
one.
grab another cube
Yeah,
and you
and-
never did.
And
Yeah.
that helped me out a
What
lot.
you're familiar with.
Philip asked, he says, when did you go blind? Sorry to ask, but just wanted to know.
So I've been going blind all my life, getting worse and worse, kind of every year of my life, but it was all gone 5 years ago.
2020.
Yep.
So, you got a 5-minute, Stephanie, you got a 5-minute, 24-second mirror solve blind.
Oh no, awesome, good job.
So,
That's incredible. Okay, so I'm just gonna start this over.
yeah, you were there. I think, Steph, you were the one that encouraged me to do OH. So, and then, you know, it makes me feel good that I'm at least better than your dad in one event, I think, right? We said he averages over 3 minutes, right? I mean, I don't have an average officially, but, you know, I got a sub 2-minute one at the Grand Junction Comp.
Who's Steph's dad? Do I know him?
Jerome, he
Don't think I'm in.
he's he's the dad that I saw cubing at the first comp, and I was like, oh, you know, if he can do it, I think I can, you know. So
All the dads should do it.
yeah, so and we
And the moms.
yeah, I was gonna say, you know, you were at his, True Mom's first comp.
Mm-hmm.
She did Pyrrha, and she's faster at Pyrrha than I am.
Okay, in Longmont, that was her first time?
So, yep.
Excellent.
Yeah, and then she did the Colorado Springs one in May, but she did Clock and Pyrrha in that one. So, what up, Sheila Gordon, Dragon FX Bolt. Oh, yep, Zach's mom also competes, and then you know there's a few. Of course, Mr. Guy Mitchell competes. The Kleins, that's like a whole family affair there. I mean, so is ours, but we only have 3. They have like a whole basketball team, maybe half of a football roster
I
actually.
think they got
Woo!
3 generations.
14 more ahead, yes.
No! On 3x3?
Yes.
Good job.
Nice.
You're
What up?
giving me something to shoot for.
Sukru Beira Tar. Welcome in. Let's see here. Alright, you know, I haven't done any solves yet. I think I'm just trying to work up the courage to scramble up this texture cube and
Is
give it
that
a go.
Esther's Cube?
Yep.
The texture cube?
I think
Yep. Texturecube.com? Yeah.
I
That's
feel
a
like I
good
can
one.
also fill the
It's fun. It feels
sides
good when you're solving it.
better than I can on your regular 3x3, if I'm being honest. So, dang, if Esther, are you still with us? If so, which side would be? I'm assuming the flat side would be the, I guess, the white side. But which side would be like green? And you know, here's another question: if you, Paul, like instead of having like symbols, what if it were like the letters? No, that would be that because I guess they could get turned upside down. And
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I wouldn't want to spend time trying to read the letters.
Yeah, red and well, so I don't know any like Braille, you know, but
Right.
what if it? Well, I guess you don't. Well, you would know what a
I
P
do.
looks like.
I do
because
know
you-
Braille, yeah,
But-
and it could be upside down, and if it's upside down, it looks like something completely different.
Gotcha.
You wouldn't recognize it as a P.
But instead of like the Braille B, what if it was like a textured letter B?
Yeah, maybe.
But I guess
maybe.
for if people have been blind their whole life, they don't know what that actually looks like.
Right.
Or feels like, I guess, right?
Where's my, this is the one that I
Yeah,
got.
that's
right.
your regular.
So the nice thing about this is open square opposite filled square.
Gotcha.
Filled circle opposite open circle.
Oh,
So, and then blank opposite plus sign.
that makes sense.
So that makes it easy for me to remember the cube orientation.
Gotcha.
And this texture cube is really cool. I love how this feels, but it's going to take me a while to adapt to that texture scheme.
That's awesome. All right, I guess. All right, I'm just gonna give it a random scramble here.
Go for it.
Let's see.
You can do it, Alex. True dad.
Truman's time was 7
Okay.
minutes. Let's see if I can beat it.
They are still here.
Oh,
On my multicolor version, the point side is actually orange.
and the green is the bumpy pearls. White is the rough grippy side. Okay, cool. I was wondering if you had like, you know, because this is basically like a force cube with the different textures on it. And it's a really good job too. I can't imagine how long this takes to make either. You know, having to cut out all these pieces or glue them or
Isn't that incredible? It's
Take
like,
them.
it's like a work of art.
But once you get the hang of it, it seems pretty fun to make.
I bet. This I keep calling it the bedazzle side, the beaded side, if you will. Reminds me of a PlayStation controller that Truman made once. She wanted to have a video game controller that was like her, so she bedazzled it. And that's kind of how I feel like these little beads on the side.
Bling.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
blinged it out. So, okay. Alright, I guess I'll just go with that.
Okay, it's not deep.
Top.
Not bad.
Alright. I don't even think I'm going to try to time me doing this. It's just going to be bad. My timer will shut off after 10 minutes anyway, so
It can't be any worse than my mirror cube.
I'm trying to figure out if I can completely. No, that isn't going to work. I don't want people to think I'm cheating at all, so. Alright, here we go. And I've got my eyes closed. Boom. Alright, so I need felt and ball. So,
18.
That was good.
Thank you.
So I'd like you to do a 3x3, and when you do a 3x3, when you're done with a cross, say cross, and when you're done with all 4 F2Ls, say F2L,
Okay.
and then I can hear your progress.
Alright, I'll do that.
Okay.
Cross.
just finding
F2L.
centers
Well,
on this is hard. I think I
Good. Did you want to look the OLL?
oh yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Dude, what is this Scramble? Why is it like almost the whole entire side?
Is this one right? Oh, it feels right.
2/3 of the side of the Scramble is
Okay,
complete.
so now I
for the
need-
white side.
Oh no, why is this? Oh, okay, no, alright, so this is, oh, the smooth side, so now I need the smooth edge and the ball edge.
Exactly. You're speaking out loud what was going through my mind as I was working on that, because it's a whole new color scheme.
I think I just got it. Oh yeah, that was an easy one, I didn't have to do anything. So I think I've got 3 parts of my cross on the first layer done, so yay. Okay, now this is, boom, okay, so does this have a hole in it? Alright, I think I got my cross done. The felt sides are a little hard, okay, now these
With the
definitely
hole
have
in it,
holes.
yeah.
And this one doesn't, and this one doesn't. So, great. Alright, so now I need a corner. So now I need a corner with smooth on it, and a corner with a ball on it. Corner smooth and a corner.
Esther,
ball.
thanks for sending these texture cubes to us. These are great.
Okay.
I've only got one of them out. I've got the other 3 back here in the box.
Oh, there's more?
Yeah,
Oh, I wanna see one of those in here.
yeah, she sent, they each have different texture patterns. Let me put the clock away first.
Let's see here. Okay, so I need felt, smooth, and a ball. But not the felt with the circle.
Yeah, you have to kind of name those sides so you can keep them straight in your head.
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is insanely tough.
Wait, look.
Okay, felt,
So
smooth,
here's
and
one.
the ball is there.
My CS timer is scorching out so much.
Okay, so I need to flip that down and over, and then boom, and then now felt, smooth. So smooth is facing me, so it's gotta go boom, boom,
Oh
boom.
my god, wait, am I too orange?
Yes. Okay, now I need the bedazzle, smooth, and ball.
So here's the other 3 prototypes that Esther sent. Let us set these out here. This one's cool. It's got like, almost like a rubberized.
Here, so, and then it's facing me. Boom, boom.
Can I see this one?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, now I need bedazzle, Velcro, and ball. Okay, this is
Wow.
not the one I was looking
It feels nice.
They're pretty neat. They're pretty amazing cubes.
for. Bedazzle, Velcro, ball. Oh man, I can't find the ball. The other ball one that I need. Here's something. Okay, this is the circle and the felt. Let's see, that's felt. That's the circle. It's facing me. So boom, boom, boom. Okay, now it's just, oh, here's the ball. It was, there we go. This is gonna be the last one, right? So it's boom, so boom, 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 boom. Okay.
I like them.
So now, where'd my ball go? Guys, this is insane.
It's a challenge.
I think I just finished first layer. Woo! Okay, now. Okay, so that's not a correct edge. Let's see, we've got bedazzle to Velcro, but I need bedazzle to
I should know my cube,
Circle.
like, because I felt like
Yeah,
the textured one
just
so
a
much,
circle.
my cube just starts to feel like that now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So,
But let's see, this
okay,
is
so here's my 3 texture cubes and the mirror cube.
smooth side. Smooth. Bedazzle, so it's
I think I'm almost ready to time myself on this again.
oh, I did one piece, one edge in F2L. Woo!
Wait, only one edge right now?
Dude, I'm so happy I remembered the algorithm without looking. So, yes.
It's
just one.
really hard when you're doing it with your eyes closed for the first time, and even if you're used to doing it blind and you switch over to a different set of textures, just throw you right off.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. So I got that side of it done. Okay, so now I need circle to just open felt here. And that's not it. That's not it. That's the top.
And if I'm looking for red, yellow, green, I know how to keep looking as soon as I feel any of the opposites. Takes a lot of getting used to
Is
the
that
thought,
Esther?
or takes a lot getting used to the
Who said that?
Yeah, is that Esther?
Esther.
Yeah. Yeah,
Ah.
yeah.
Oh, this is a felt circle. But it's in the wrong spot, so I need just felt to smooth.
But if I was using that all the time, I would immediately get used to it, and I wouldn't even think twice about it. It would just be natural.
There we go. Oh man. Okay, I think I finished my first 2 layers. Maybe. Wait, hold up. I might not have. Oh, let's see here. Okay, now I gotta fill it. This is weird. Let's see here. Y'all, I can't, like, y'all should try this sometime. It's fun. And also insane. Let's see here. Okay, what do I do when it's top layer?
Did I finish it? I did.
It's,
1 minute, 24.9. So that was a good score for me.
oh, 129?
1 minute, 24.9.
That's awesome. Oh, okay, there we go. Now I
Thank
got
you.
the cross, the top. So then, boom. That's right. That's not right. And that is felt with a hole. This one does not have a hole. So is this, let's see, okay, that's right.
Did you check this one out?
So
Oh,
R, U,
Sorry, you're solving.
I think so.
U, U,
Oh, I don't know.
R, and 1.
It's okay if I can.
Okay, yeah, check that out. It's got like almost like a frame around the outside edge, and same over here too.
Yeah, wait, I think I have two
Yeah.
just like
So then
That's neat.
R, U, R, U, R, U, U, R. Is that it? Did I get my cross done? Let's go. Okay. So, oof. Are any of my edges in the, or corners in the right spot? Man, this would help if I could even remember the terminology I'm supposed to use here. Let's see. So,
Wait, I don't think I've checked this one out yet. No, I haven't checked out this one.
You see one there you like?
Yeah,
I might have to give you a gift.
no.
No, we don't have to.
Let's see here. This corner's in the right spot. Yeah. Okay. And that one,
This is cool.
circle. That one's in the right spot. So all my corners in the right spot. Okay, so I think this one's already in the right orientation. So let's rotate
That
here.
looks cool.
And this one.
They're
is
pretty
right.
amazing.
So it's 1,
Are you able to read the comments?
2,
Yeah.
3,
Sorry, that one is missing some pieces. It's an experiment.
4,
This one, the one with the outside,
1.
Right.
because it like
Where's
there's
that at?
like the I'm holding it. It's
Oh,
right.
yep, yep.
1,
Like I do notice that.
2,
I mean, it's
Right
only
there,
missing
right?
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3,
And I think it was there when it arrived, and I started playing with it, and these are prototypes that she
There
made.
and
Yeah,
here.
so when she's actually shipping production models, probably won't have problems like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Texturecube.com, people, go check it out.
and then 1, 2.
Yeah. Okay. This one. Yeah. I see that. It's okay though. I mean, it's still really cool.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah, it's like not a it's a speed cube and it's a work of art, right?
Yeah.
Nope, I messed it up. Oh no! I did. No, I forgot. I know what I did wrong, but well, my timer shut off. I was so close, y'all. That's crazy. Crazy. Okay. Whew. Wow, feels weird being back.
Wait. Can I try to solve it from here? Like.
Oh, I gave it a try, Paul. I failed.
Good job.
Couldn't even. But I know exactly where I messed up.
Well.
But oh yes. Ooh, look at these.
What did you mess up on?
My very like orienting the edges. I think it was the second one that I needed to rotate up, and I forgot to turn the bottom layer one more time after my algorithm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this is a simple G-pad.
So I know these have different textures. Are they different colors too?
So the ones that you brought out while I was
Yeah.
doing that
Yeah.
are all colored, like regular color cubes.
Okay.
The first one that we were playing with here is basically a force cube. It's all red. So, and even the texture on it is red for the most part, except for like the balls.
I like the all red cube personally. I like the way it feels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like this one too. It's cool.
They're
Fun
awesome.
to play with.
These are. Wow.
Dude, why is my app doing this? I just need to reconnect the keyboard.
Texturecube.com. Texturecube.com. This is just a lot of fun, you all. If you can solve a cube at all and you want to challenge yourself, like, okay, doing blind in itself, I'm sure is challenging, but get a textured cube. Doing it off of fill is, just insane. Don't even look at it during inspection. Just fill during inspection and then see how fast you can do it. If you have a YouTube channel and you post videos on there and you get a textured cube, post a video of you trying to solve one, and then tag us in the description. And we would love to check it out, or comment on one of our videos and let us know. We'll come give you we'll check it out for sure.
We need the Texture Cube Challenge.
We do.
That's what we need.
Hashtag, let's make it happen. True
Yeah.
Army, let's go. Oh, man.
All right. So this, I don't think you guys have seen my 4x4. This is the tactile dots I put on it are so big that it makes it hard to turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to see how it feels?
That's awesome. I can't solve a 4x4 at all.
So I've got another one in progress that a friend is making for me, and when that's ready, I hope to be able to use it in competition.
Would that friend be Mr. Junior?
No.
No.
Do you know Christina?
I do.
Yep. Yeah.
She's tried to help me get faster at Scube.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. She's helped me get faster at Scube.
But, right now I was just happy that I was able to do it.
I like it.
Let's
Do
see.
you like it?
I like to solve them while I watch TV and walk around as well.
What brand of 4x4, what make and model do you use?
For 4x4?
Yeah.
I used the also V7 triple track.
Okay, V7 triple check, wow.
Yeah, we got that one for him, and it's funny, for like 5 comps, we let other cubers borrow it during their solves,
Yep.
and
Each
all
one
of them
of
got PRs on it. And Truman could not get a dang PR, but everyone else was, and then they went out and bought one,
And
but
then they just,
but then finally Truman got a PR after like 5 comps with it, but it was just funny, because so we knew it was a fast cube because all these other cubers like that were good, you know, like not that Truman isn't, but they were, you know, they're even faster than he is. They were getting PRs and telling us how awesome the cube was, and you know, so we knew he would get one eventually, but you know,
You know,
it took a while.
4x4 right now. I qualified for Worlds 4x4, right?
You did, yeah.
Okay, so I can do.
When you were solving that 3x3 earlier, and you were calling out when you were done with F2L and
Oh,
OL.
that was a one-handed solve.
That was a one-handed solve? Was
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Wait, I might do that for 4x4 actually.
One-handed?
No,
Oh,
no,
call out the layers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So do you do Yao
no.
for 4x4? No, you just do the centers, then the edges?
Yeah. And then
Okay,
the
reduction,
stage.
I guess, right.
That's a good strategy, Esther. Remember opposites when I'm looking for a piece. If I'm looking for a green beaded corner, as soon as I feel blue, the fluffy carpetish, I know it's not the target. That makes sense.
Yep.
And if I'm looking for red, yellow, green, I know to keep looking as soon as I feel any of the opposites. Takes a lot of getting used to though.
I know, but my tactile sense is just not that good.
Yeah, I was struggling. For me, the felt and then the felt side with the circle on the red cube took me a minute or two to be able to differentiate between, for sure.
I think the red cube is definitely my favorite.
I
think it's the way to go. I think the texture cube is probably a better way to go than the tactile markings that I've got on this.
honestly,
I'd almost rather have one of these for competition.
I do like, and that's why I picked the tactile one, or to solve, or the texture one to solve first instead of trying this one, because I'm like, man, my fingers are dumb as they are. So, you know, being able to feel like a plus sign or, you know, a circle, I don't think it would be the different, I guess, feeling of each one, I guess, makes it easier, you know. But the felt one and the felt circle, though, are very similar. Can we, no, and then I was gonna say maybe replace one of the felt ones with like sandpaper, but then that would feel a little bit like this, and it would probably grind your hand down a little bit, you know.
But you know, I bet after I played with it long enough, I'd get used to it.
Feel a little bit like what?
Like this, if it was like a sandpaper
Oh yeah.
instead.
I
Not on that side, but instead of like one of the felt, like the felt circles or the felt side, replace one of those sides with like a different type of texture. I mean, I could feel the difference, but it did take me a minute to,
wait.
to
What do you
get
mean
used to.
felt circles? This side?
yeah,
Because felt's got
This side
little
feels-
holes in it.
yeah, I know.
The felt side with the holes in it feels the best.
Or maybe-
I love it.
Maybe the felt one with the holes in it is, and the other one is actually like the soft end of Velcro, but they feel very similar to me.
This
the-
is Velcro.
The website to where you can get these cubes, Steph, is texturecube.com. Texture, TEXTURE cube.com.
Oh, here's that one. If you wanted to play.
So, I really like this one, I think. Or at least like, I like the feel and how it has the kind of the rim around it. It makes it easy to
Isn't
turn.
that cool?
Yeah.
Almost like a picture frame, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's art. It really is.
Esther said, my first prototype had sandpaper. It filed my nails while I was solving it. Good for differentiation though when you're first starting out. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, you know, like filing. That's actually you know, if we know any cubers that have long fingernails, we might want to get them that, you know, because they won't even know they're grooming themselves while solving. This is just a really, really neat and impressive just thing here. You know, another thought too was like, instead of doing like, what if you did like, you know, one side is flat and smooth, and then like one's opposite is like there's like one big ball on it, and then, you know, and then the other side, another side would be like 2 balls, and then across from it 3, you know what I mean? Like, but, you know, it's still textured, but ball, you know, numbers. I'm just trying to think of other ways that, like, you know, you could try to do these.
I'm
You know.
not doing forward right now.
So would this be comp legal? Not the forced one, but that one, like, do we?
I would have to go look at the regulations. I'm not sure.
Gotcha.
But I think anything can be comp legal if you can talk to the delegates about what you're using and why you're using it and get them to sign off on it,
Gotcha.
right?
So it's kind of at the delegate's discretion.
I think it might be,
Gotcha.
yeah.
That's neat.
So that would be how I would compete with that tactile clock puzzle that I've got. I would just get the delegates to agree that this is the only way I'm gonna be able to compete in this event.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you know, keep them coming, Esther, as much as we can, you know. Esther said that she loves the ideas, so, you know.
Okay.
What up, Antonis?
Squeak.
Crystal said, this is so interesting. That would be, Mom, you know, in the chat, stopping by. We will not be streaming later today, Philip. Probably tomorrow at some point. We'll hop back on for a bit. But yeah, no, we will not be streaming after this one today. But thanks for stopping by as always,
Why
friend.
won't we be streaming tomorrow?
No, I said today.
Oh.
We'll be streaming tomorrow, I'm sure. Unless, well, I don't know. It's Father's Day. Maybe tomorrow, True Mom will stream with you and give me the day off.
She'll have to stream with me though, since it'd be Father's Day.
Or maybe we'll get a lot of donations since it's Father's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Maybe.
No, maybe. I don't know. But again, if you are just tuning in, we're here with Mr. Paul to help him promote his book. The book, you see the cover art for it right here at the front of the table. Solve It. He is the author of it. Wrote it to help other fellow blind people learn how to solve cubes, but not only learn how to solve them, learn how to solve them fast and teach them new methods, and also tell them where they can find info on how to learn how to solve them as well as where they can obtain cubes and how to make their own textured cube or textile cube, if you will. So that way they don't have to go through the struggles he did. And his book is basically years of notes and stuff that he took while learning to become a speed cuber, that he cleaned up and made into a book that is completely accessible for people that are blind. It doesn't have pictures in it and the stuff like that. It's all available on e-readers, like Amazon and
Yep, Barnes & Noble,
There you
thank
go.
you,
Yeah.
Alex. Smashwords, Apple Books, Kobo, it's on Kobo.
nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, thank you for reminding me that the reason we're here is to not just solve cubes, which I'm having a lot of fun with, but yeah, to definitely promote my book. I'm very excited about it because as far as I know, it is like the title says, the only speed solving guide for blind cubers. I don't think there's another thing out there. And I know because I looked for 2 years trying to find accessible cube information. And there's a lot of quality cube information out of there, and a lot of it's very visual in nature, which makes it really difficult for blind people.
Mhm.
So if you've got a blind friend, point them to this book, please.
Absolutely.
You can find it by searching for Solve It by Paul Martz, or you can go to the book companion website, which is tactilecuber.com.
Yep. Tactilecuber.com. And then, you know, and to also mention he's also been the author of a few other books as well. So,
Yeah.
and I just think that's really impressive, you know. I personally have thought about trying to write a book once or twice, and I've just never been able to commit all the way, you know. So anyone that has the mental capacity to be able to do it is, I think it's impressive in itself. So, and you know, I've only met a handful of actual authors in my life, so I think it's just an honor to be sitting here at one's table solving cubes with them.
I'm just glad you guys are helping me out. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm floored by having Truman at my table, to tell you the truth.
What do you think, Truman? Is it fun?
Yes.
Are we gonna get a few textured cubes? Now
100%.
we'll probably throw a little business your way, Esther. You know, because I just think these are fun. I honestly feel like if I practice enough, I might get to the point where I'm faster at this than I would be at regular. But you know, I'm not blind by any means. I do wear glasses, but I struggle with seeing colors a little bit here and there. So, you know, and I feel like that's part of my hindrance with solving. Well, that and my fingers are dumb, but you know. So really, I'm just all around have no chance. But you know, thinking a textured one could be something fun to try, even though it may not be comp legal. It could be fun, and I'd be well practiced if there ever is a texture only comp.
Okay, well practiced. I wouldn't say so.
What?
He's well practiced.
Yeah.
Not you.
Yeah, for sure. What's everyone doing on this Saturday? You know, besides hanging out with us. Let's see here. Truman, the green screen kid said, "Yo, Truman, you know Levi." I feel like we know like 5 Levi's that cute, but
Levi V? Question mark? Like that goes to comp? Because if so, then yes, I do know you. And
Yes.
I know a couple Levi's, but
he is blind. 5x5. Tight Chicken said 5x5. I don't know if he's talking to you, Truman, or Mr. Paul.
He's not talking to me because I cannot do 5x5.
and he's not talking to you because he also cannot do 5.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said, is he talking? He must be talking to one of y'all, because it, you know, Titans
Okay.
come to the stream enough to probably know that I can't do anything about a 3x3.
Okay, yeah. I know who you are. You come to comps. Levi. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, yes.
Esther, have you made a textured mega
Oh,
mix?
you're doing 5 now.
Oh, I was talking with somebody about doing a tactile mega mix. You need so many different markings.
Well, 12
Yeah.
or 11, I guess, because one side you could leave smooth. But that's why I was wondering, like, what, like, how that would work, you know?
Who told you about me?
Maybe that's not Levi. Maybe Levi's the one that told him about you. Maybe that's what he's saying. What's the largest cube you own? We have a 7x7. What about you, Mr. Paul? What's the
This is it right here.
4x4?
4x4.
Nice. But personally, I feel like Mega doesn't get enough credit since it has 12 sides. You know, I think even though it's easier, I guess, than 7x7, but you know, Mega Minx, Esther said Mega Minx, that would be awesome, but a lot of small pieces and a lot of different textures.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a 2x2 soon, though. That's awesome.
Oh, good.
Well, thanks, Green Screen Kid. They're hard for me as well, but, you know. Truman's best time on 3x3 is 7.43 seconds in competition. His best time at home, he got like a 3.9 once. My best time ever at home on 3x3 is like a 39. My best time in comp is a 48, I think. I got it last comp. And then
my best time on 3x3, right?
Yep.
Yeah, a minute 39 at a comp, and at home I hit a minute 2.5 once.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is awesome. Esther said or the green screen kid said, dang, that's amazingly fast. Esther said, I also have cubes with one texture on the whole thing. Not good for tactile cubing, but fun sensory activity.
Oh yeah.
And some make the colors more differentiable, like rhinestones, which reflect more light. Facts. Yeah, that's awesome. The cuber.
I like it. They're art.
Yeah.
I've already said that like a million times, but they're so, I can't see them, of course, but I can hold them and they feel like art.
Let's see here. So our friend Gabriel, or Cashi Cuber, whatever, has already sent us some videos to look at on Instagram. We'll probably check those out. Probably won't have time to today because we still have to drive home and stuff, and we have an event to go to tonight. Truman and I do. What?
Concert?
No, those are on Thursdays. But we're going to the neighbor's house. But so not far, Mr. Joe's. But we are, we will hopefully have time tomorrow or the Monday to give them a look. So.
Isn't that our neighbor?
Joe?
Yeah.
Well, okay, across the street neighbor. He's close enough where I can take care of his dogs when I'm working, and not have to take time off from work to do it. So, let's see here. How long was the grind? Sorry, go Hasties. What grind are you referring to, friend?
4x4.
Oh, nice. Did you time it?
I didn't. Did I?
I don't know. Your phone?
No, I did not time
Okay.
it.
Oh, bummer. Dang.
It probably 6-7 minutes.
6 or 7
It
minutes?
was a long time.
Yeah.
That's
But-
how fast. That's how long it took me to solve the red cube.
Which, I don't know if you saw earlier, Esther said for it to be your first time ever trying to solve a textured cube, the 7 minutes was actually pretty
7
good.
minutes is good. Yeah.
So,
Yay.
I mean, I could have completed the solve, but I would have had to start all over basically, with at least the second layer.
When
And
I
I
was
was just,
when I was starting writing the book, I started reaching out, trying to find other blind cubers somewhere, anybody that I could talk to about this project. And I connected with a blind law student in Australia,
nice.
and he said 10 minutes is about his typical time, and he doesn't plan on improving because he's a law student, he's in law school. He's got other things going on,
Right.
and he's not gonna sit around and play with a Rubik's Cube for 2 hours. But he really helped me get ideas for how to organize the book and what needed to be in it. So yeah, there is a beginner's method in part 1, and then part 2 gives you an overview of CFOP as well, because between him and I, when we were exchanging emails, he said, if I'm gonna buy a book, I want more than just a beginner's method. So I said,
Fair.
okay, I guess I better figure out how to speed cube then. And that's when I started learning CFOP, and then pretty much after that was when you guys saw me at Pretzelmania, May last year.
Gotcha.
Yeah, yep.
Sweet. Wow.
They're just really cool.
Yeah, we're gonna be purchasing a whole new line of cubes now, I think. Just for the fun of it, In case we ever encounter another blind speed cuber, we can give them a cube. Well, I'm sure they would already have one actually, or in case we ever meet a blind person that might want to solve, we can give them a cube. And make sure we tell them about your book.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's see here. How long was okay, you talking how long did it take to get that good? Well, Truman got his 7.43 second single in comp within the first 9 months of him starting cubing competitions. Getting to a certain speed is actually, once you start, it's not hard to improve and improve pretty fast, but once you get to a certain speed, milliseconds make a huge difference. And, but he's been working a little harder lately to try to improve some of his times on some cubes. And, I think it's starting to pay off. Like he got a PR Average on his one-handed solves at our last comp, sub 20, it was 19.8 seconds average doing one hand. And by the way, if you guys don't know, his hands are small. So to me, that's even more impressive that he was able to do that. So, you know, and I feel like if it broke down, you know, you break it down, I feel like him being able to do it one-handed in 19.8 seconds is better than him being able to do it two hands in 10 seconds. That's just my thought.
Okay, wait, I think I found out the color
Done.
scheme.
Did you time that one?
I did not time that.
Oh.
I'm going to time the next one.
Okay.
Okay. But Truman,
Yes?
are you in the middle of the solve?
No.
Okay. So you're pretty stinking fast at the 3x3. If you wanted to improve, what area do you think you need to improve most in? Or what would you change about your current technique or strategy? Lots of different ways to answer that question. What would you work on?
Honestly, I have no idea. Probably F2L though.
Uh-huh, okay. I know
4
there's
seconds will give me $5.
If you do it in 4 seconds, you'll do a 3x3.
You never said what cube?
Well, the conversation was, we were talking about 3x3, so I'm
Yep.
thinking they're probably meant
I bet.
3x3, but
Yeah, I bet F2L is definitely where I could improve.
3 seconds.
that was on 2x2. But, alright, Mr. So I'm curious, I don't know if you know this, but like your phone screen to me looks black. Like it's completely blank.
Is that better?
Now I can see it.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
blind people have a way to just turn the screen off because they can't see it anyway,
Yeah.
so save battery, right?
Right.
Yep.
And yeah, so it just
Okay.
turned off.
Yep.
So how did you learn where, like, this is just a timing app from your phone, right?
Right,
And-
it's the clock app on
So,
the iPhone.
and it
yeah.
looks like similar to what if I open the stopwatch time on my phone or whatever.
And that's all I'm using.
And how do you, like, do you have a setting where you can just push anywhere on the phone to start the time, or?
Yeah, I gotta either find the start button or there's a special tap that will start or stop, whatever makes sense. So if the phone's ringing and you do that magic tap, it answers the phone.
Gotcha.
And if your music app is sitting there and you do that magic tap, it starts playing music. But if you got the stopwatch app, you do the magic tap and it starts the timer.
Gotcha.
So I just have to remember to do it.
Right. But things like this, one of the obstacles he faces when he goes to comps is, one, he can't use the phone and he has earbuds in because it'll tell him the times.
Right, I can't use earbuds either.
Yeah,
That's
and
actually not allowed in
yeah,
comp. Yeah.
and he can't wear those in comp. And so he has to use a regular stack map timer, and he only gets 15 seconds to inspect like we do, Truman and I, or anybody that goes to speed solving competitions.
Mhm.
There's no exception to that, and he just, also has to have the judge let him know once he's able to find the timer and put his hands on it. The judge has to tell him when it's green, so he knows that he registered the timer.
Actually got it going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's just kind of
They let me, when they pull the cover off the cube, they let me rest my hand right next to that cover, so I know when the cover's lifted and I can grab it and immediately start inspecting it.
now. You couldn't do blind though, like an actual blind event because of the textured cube, could you?
So I've talked to some people about how that would work, and I would have 2 cubes with identical scrambles, one textured, one not.
Oh.
Yep. And then I would do all my memorization on the textured cube.
Okay.
I can't even imagine doing this.
Yeah.
But I know people do this with practice, and they do
Wow.
not just 1 cube, they do it with 5, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that would be how I would compete in that event.
That's awesome.
But I have to learn how to do it.
Right.
And the memorization just seems like an enormous mountain. All I would like to do at this point is do the solving technique where they just move like 2 corners or 2 edges, right?
Yeah.
And if I could figure out how to do that, then might be a little more confident.
Yeah.
Do a 2x2 in less than a second and you'll give me $50? But
Ooh, 50.
alright, let me go
If
to
you can do it in
my
less than a
2x2
second.
session.
Go Truman, you can do it.
How many attempts? Just till we're done streaming today, or what? Can you do a close-up of the red texture cube? Yeah, I can show them. Can you give me the red one? The red one? Yes. Boom. And we're going to show a lot of these in some part of separate videos that we've done. So it's a little blurry here, I guess. Let's see. So there you go. So that's like felt side with holes. And then we've got like, I don't know, I keep calling this the bedazzled side. And then we've got a smooth side. This is like the rough end of Velcro. Then we've got the soft end of Velcro. And then we got these like ball things there. So is that cool, Coots? All right. You got a .728? Real scramble? Was it a real scramble?
Yeah.
On your first one?
Good job.
Yeah.
Rock on.
And again, you can get cubes like this at texturecube.com. Or, you know, if you want to learn how to make one yourself, you can buy Mr. Paul's book. And he tells you how to make special tactile cubes. So it's a little different. I'm going to show them your 4x4
Yep.
up close. So
Yep.
this is one.
That's just made with sticky textured dots.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they almost, it's hard to even, like plastic kind of dots, but they're not hard really. But, and then there's, you know, like these things, bubbles. These are like spikes. And then we got squares, felt circle things. And then we got a smooth side. So, and did you make this 4x4, Paul?
That 4x4 is a, I started with a standard speed cube.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember which one. Moyu.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like
Ga-
a wide
GAN?
PC.
It was a GAN.
Okay. That's awesome. Let's see. All right, and I guess I'm gonna finally do a little solve here. Let's see. I haven't actually done one yet today.
Okay,
I'll
2
just-
minutes and 9.3 seconds, but I was having conversation.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Fair, yeah. We'll give you the leniency on that. You know, eventually you kind of get used to it when you do this as much as we do it now. Like, you know, I just be having conversations while I'm solving now sometimes. Unless I know it's a good one, then I'm like,
Talking while solving has got to be good practice for comps because there's noise going around all the time.
oh yeah, I totally talk to myself when I'm solving, so it helps. So let's see here. Okay, we're gonna go here. Boom, flip that up, go boom, flip it around. Green is over here. And then boom, boom, boom. And then let's see here, orange, green, and green, red is here. Red, blue is there. Orange, blue is there. And then green. Boom, boom. Blue, red. Boom. Green, red.
Almost 2 hours.
Boom. Yep. And then
Show us the big pyramids. If you donate any amount of money, you'll get your name on the big pyramids. Pretty cool. Yo, Nani! A minute 9.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. Oof. I'm so all over the board though, Paul. I can get a, you know, 42-second solve, followed by like a minute 40.
Alright, I'm gonna attempt to do
It's
another.
how I'm still kind of inconsistent.
I'm gonna attempt to do another blind solve.
But I will say, in the last comp, when I set my new PR average, it was a sub 1 minute fell average, unfortunately. But I got a It was I think my slowest solve was still faster than my previous PR average, so that was pretty cool. Let's see here. Go Hasties. Truman uses CFOP. I use beginner. Jeremy, what's up? If you don't mind me asking, how old are you in the green shirt? That's you, True.
No.
He's 9. Oh, he's trying to solve the a textured cube without looking, of course. Just so we can fill a little, see kind of what Mr. Paul goes through.
Well, I'm not timing that one anymore.
Oh.
That was a train wreck.
I distracted you as well.
Yeah, I got halfway into a J perm and then I finished up with an R perm and the result was trash.
Oh. You know, I know those sayings, and but I have no idea what a J perm or an R perm is. So Truman probably does, but he is in the zone right now, as well.
Listening to you talking your way through that solve reminded me of when I used to take drum lessons when I was Truman's age, and my drum teacher made me count out loud as I played 1 and 2 and 3.
Oh, maybe that's one thing. I've never been good at any musical instrument. Maybe if I did something like that, maybe I could actually get decent. What'd you get? You did 1:31?
I don't know how that happened.
Oh, good job.
Wow.
If I did 1:31, I'd be proud.
I think he is. Let's see here. Oh, Jeremy, wow, 9 is very impressive. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool as well. If you're just tuning in, you know, we're here to help Mr. Paul promote his book, Solve It.
I'm having so much fun, I keep forgetting I'm supposed to promote the book.
Yes, but we're also gonna make, you know, we did an interview earlier today of Mr. Paul. It's gonna be a long form video that I've got to edit.
Like 30 minutes.
Yeah, probably. And once it's all edited together, we'll see, right? But we're gonna put that together and have that go live on our channel in the next few days. And then I'm also gonna probably break it up into a couple shorts or whatever, just so that way we can get more exposure for him to help get his book sold out in the world and get it to other blind people that may want to learn how to solve a cube, but not only solve it fast.
Yes.
And also make a textile cube, or if they don't want to make one, tell them where they can go to get a texture cube. You know, and it's just going to be a resource for blind people that may want to get into speed cubing.
Because I don't want to be the only blind guy at a competition. I think we need more blind people at competition.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if there were a couple more blind people, less people would crowd around him in amazement when he's solving.
We can hope.
Yeah. But yeah, and Paul, if you are a speed cuber and you ever run into Mr. Paul at a comp, he's very, very nice and very approachable. And
Come over and say hi.
from what I've gathered, he doesn't mind if you ask him about his blindness and if you know, and how he got to where he is as far as speed solving and stuff like that. He's been very awesome and open and friendly and welcoming, and it's just you know, because a lot of, you know, you may not want to go talk to him. You may think it's awkward, but I promise Mr. Paul will not make it awkward. It's a lot of fun and it's very interesting. And at worst case, you need to buy a textured cube or a textile cube and try to solve them with your eyes closed and inspecting with your eyes closed. Because it is.
And if you don't know where to get one, reach out to me. paulmarch.com, that's my author website, or tactilecuber.com, that's my book website.
There you go. Go Hasties. What do you see if you're blind? Well,
that's actually a good question.
That's GD.
GD. Oh yeah. Oh, good. See, I have eyesight, and I've been calling it Go Hasties the whole time, but it's GD. Hasties. So,
Oh!
what'd you get? Is that real?
Yes.
You had your eyes closed the whole time?
Yes.
You just got 1:07 on a texture.
1:07.
Oh.
Sweet. Okay, so what do I see as a blind person? I thought when I went blind that I would see nothing because I've been losing my eyesight all my life, and I had time to kind of imagine what it would be like in my head for years, right? When I finally lost all my eyesight, I was very surprised. Everything just looks gray. It looks like I am walking around in fog. Everything is in like really thick fog. That's what it looks like.
Wow.
And there's the little sparkles. Like, do you remember the old TVs with the rabbit ears antennas?
Oh, yeah.
And how it used to get all static? We called it snow, right?
Right.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Wow.
Yep.
Actually, that is a really good question. I was thinking they were asking about the cube, you know, like, but
yeah.
you actually understood it better than I did, obviously. But that's it. I never thought about it as like, I just assumed it's just like black all the time.
It's weird. It's not just black. Yeah, it's very strange. And it's probably different for everybody because there are a lot of different ways to lose your eyesight.
Right.
So.
That's interesting.
Okay, I'm going to do this J-perm right this time.
You got this.
Okay.
Done.
I do got it. Yes.
Yeah. Nice. That is awesome. Well, let's see here. What do you think, guys? We'll go for, about 10 more minutes? Or do you want to keep going?
That'll get us to 2 hours.
Yeah, that'll hit. We're at 110 minutes so far. So, it's up to you, Mr. Paul. We can go longer if you'd like. We've got about 90 people watching at the moment. So we've hit, let me see, roughly, our views so far the stream aren't as good as we will sometimes get, but we've gotten 27,000 views so far. So hopefully, of some of those 27,000 people, they know a blind person or two, and they can help spread the word. But let's see.
Thanks, Alex. That is awesome.
Yeah.
To know that 27,000 people were here. That's outstanding.
Yeah, well, almost 28,000 actually. But
that's incredible.
but yeah,
that's a good way to get the word out about this book and about texturecube.com too, which is another thing we need to promote.
And the creator of texturecube.com was I don't know if she's still in here, but she spent a good majority of the stream with us today. And was kind of explaining, her thought process behind making the cubes. She is a sighted person, but she just did it firstly because she thought it was cool and fun. So
and it is.
Yeah. Hey, Eden. That's awesome. They were watching from Switzerland. We actually looked into potentially going to a comp in Switzerland, but we were going to try to get Switzerland to help us pay for it. And while they responded and they were nice and they did offer us a few things, it just wasn't going to be cost efficient enough for us to be able to go to Switzerland.
What did they offer?
They offered us basically like a free ground pass type thing, which was basically like free transportation around their country, which was cool. And I think they were going to be able to give us like a 10% discount off of like our lodging, but yeah. But one day I think we'll make it to Switzerland for cubing comp or something. Maybe a cubing comp and snowboarding trip or something. Who knows?
Okay. That sounds fun, you guys.
Ooh, he's bringing the Scube back out. What method is there methods of Scube actually?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
yeah, what I use is what's the sledgehammer approach, right?
Yeah.
And Christina taught me how to do this. I'm like, how do I do clockwise, counterclock there, right? How do I do that? How do I do a sledgehammer? She's like, you do it like this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is so freaking easy.
Yeah, I
still
haven't done that yet.
I just need to get good at it. I just need to practice it enough to get good at it.
Dad, you do that, yes.
No, but I still rotate the cube around every time. Like, I'm much slower. Paul's smooth with it. I am jerky and I gotta stop and rotate.
Dad, listen here. You do not rotate the cube when you do sledgehammers.
The slow part for me is getting the first layer.
Really?
If I can get past the first, because I'm spending all my time searching, if I can get past the first layer, the rest of it goes pretty quick.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you normally pick like a certain fill for your first layer?
Yeah, I have it. I'll just stick with the smooth side.
Okay.
So this cube, the one I got the 107 on, I need it's probably my favorite of the three because I feel like it just has all the best textures of all of them put into one with
Of that
This,
texture
like-
cube, can I see it?
with
This
this.
is the one you like?
Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Esther said,
It's like-
thanks so much, Truman. I can't believe how fast you solved it. What do you think of the textures on the cube you solved last compared to the other ones?
Take that home as a gift. Okay, that one's yours.
No, you don't have to do that.
I want to do that.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys helping me out today.
Even we've never been to Switzerland, so I don't know if we like it or not, but I know it always has seemed and looked like a cool place to visit, or live.
But
So,
I like this rubbery texture that I don't think is on any of the other ones. It just feels super nice
Which
compared
I know the one you're talking about.
oh yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah, that is cool. And that's the one you got the minute 7 on?
Yes.
Nice.
And then this one, the red one, is probably my second favorite. It also has a lot of nice textures. But I feel like this one has this one just feels better as like a normal cube, and then this one's still really good. But I don't know. I like both of these a lot, but I like this one.
You better pick one. You're not taking both of them, man.
No, I mean, this one's the one with the rubber texture on it is really good.
I like that rubber texture too. Yeah, they're all neat in their own way. They've got character. They've got style.
Esther, I don't know how much. Oh wait, hold on. First she said that's awesome feedback. I actually stopped using those other ones because I thought some were too similar. The blue and the yellow and the orange and the red.
Blue, yellow.
Oh,
orange.
sorry.
Oh
Is
yeah.
it Eden and not
Orange-
Eden? My bad.
Orange and red are pretty similar, although you can tell the difference between the two. And then I think the blue doesn't really. I mean, the blue comes a little close to the yellow, but I mean, I personally really like the rubber texture. And if you haven't already, you should bring it back. The rubber's really good.
Let's see here. Sleepy Ninja said, do you use CFOP? They both use CFOP.
Yep.
I'm a beginner. Titan Chicken, I never learned finger tricks for Scube. Tricky Sledge. Yeah, I agree with you there. Esther says, I think I will bring it back then.
Yeah, you
That's
should.
awesome.
You should.
Good call.
Drew Love, one of our regulars, gave us the whole, if you haven't done so already, then like and sub now.
Can you finish?
While you're at it, check out Paul's YouTube channel. Doesn't have any videos and stuff on it yet, but he's hoping to get some content sometime soon-ish, right?
That's at Tactile Cuber, and the book website, tactilecuber.com.
Yeah, there you go. And if you are interested in buying a textured cube, you can do that at texturecube.com. Our friend Esther Feldman is the creator of texturecube.com and was nice enough to join us today during our stream and spend most of the time with us today so far. It's been awesome. Oh, and Esther, I was going to tell you too, I don't know, obviously you like cubing and stuff, and I'm sure you're aware of the cube places, but Truman is sponsored by killercubes.com. It's a small cubing company in Utah. Maybe you could try to reach out to them. I don't know if you've tried to promote your cubes on a larger scale. I'm not saying killercubes.com is a large one. We were just fortunate enough that they asked Truman to be a part of their store last summer, and they've been great and awesome. So if maybe reaching out to them might be something. Maybe they could help promote your cubes as well. So
1 minute, 2.43. I can get under a minute on this, so that was a pretty good time.
Nice.
Yo, Evander.
What up, Evander?
How you doing?
Evander is one of our members.
Evander, right on.
Yep. And then Esther said, that's a great idea. I'm ramping up production and would love to sell on Killer Cubes soon. Yeah, that'd be, I mean, like I said, I don't know, what they're open to doing. Like, it's kind of a smaller cubing company. It's, but we thought they were nice enough to want to sponsor Truman before he had 300,000 subscribers. They I think we had like 10,000, and but they liked Truman and stuff, and so.
And the kid that runs the store, he's really nice.
Yeah, it was actually started by a kid that's in high school. His dad helps him, but they do a really good job, and it's awesome. Our mat that I'm using, is a Killer Cubes mat. And then the one that Truman's using, Killer Cubes made, True Cubing mats, and they have True Cubing and Killer Cubes logo on it.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, I wanted to bring you one, but we don't have any others.
Yeah, I don't actually
At
have
the
a
time,
mat. I'm gonna have to buy one off you guys.
Oh, you don't have to buy one off of us. We can give you.
Okay, did you guys grab one of the texture cubes to take as a gift?
No, wait.
Okay, so there's 4 of them, right?
Where's the
Yeah.
one with the rubber?
The one with the rubber was the one you liked the
This
most,
one,
right?
This one, yeah. This.
Yeah, you can take that, and I'll get a map from you guys next time I see you.
This is really cool.
Okay. We
That's a fair trade.
we gotta order a couple. We are
Yeah,
at the Ore Digger Open Comp back in
Golden.
yeah
That one.
2 months ago.
I didn't go to that.
I ordered 10 True Cubing mats, and then we gave them out as raffle prizes at that comp. So that was kind of neat because there wasn't a sponsor, so we were allowed to hop in there and promote a little bit. But even though most of the people there had already knew about True Cubing and probably were subscribed, but it was still just neat. But we'll get some more soon, and maybe I'll have one I can give you when we see you at that comp in August.
I might drop by that one.
Yeah, if you drop by.
August 11th, yep.
So I got the pyramids and it came with a free pyramorphics. Did you want a free pyramorphics or did it just randomly come with the pyramorphics? I mean, because that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't have a pyramorphics, but.
I don't know what the pyramorphics is. What is
It's a pyramix,
that? Okay.
but it's like smaller, has more pieces, and it shapeshifts.
Really? Do you have one here now?
No.
No.
Okay.
I should probably get a pyramorphics. Pretty cool. Although there's no way the Earth that I'm solving that, but whatever.
No, I feel like you've said that about a few cubes, and then you figured it out. All right, what's up, Lloyd? The Lloyd compound. Jesutome Adekundul Benkoli. What's up? Cuber of Speed. How you doing? Jaden Gaming Sports. Hi, Tiffany FN. What's up? Royal Mall is feeling nice unless I accidentally pressed order on it. Oh, Royal Mall, I'm guessing that's, Royal Mail. Okay. I'm guessing that is the mail service in the country. I don't remember where does Aventur live? Do we remember? England?
I think he's,
You guys have global reach.
British mail. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Most of our out of our 180 million views we've gotten, 20% are actually from India.
Outstanding.
So, and then I think
Yeah.
I haven't looked in a while, but like 8% is the U.S. and 8% is Turkey.
Wow.
So
wait, what's second biggest?
the U.S. and Turkey,
Wait, how much?
I think they're maybe they're like 10% each, but it's just crazy that India is like the majority of our, our biggest
Aren't
audience.
they the biggest country too, though?
Not the
I
biggest.
think they have
They're
population. Yeah, but
They're the
are
first
they
or second.
are they big for cubing?
I
I
don't
don't-
know.
I mean, they do have, I think they, do they have antibiotics? I don't think so.
Esther said the mirror cube just gave me the idea to make a bedazzled mirror cube. it would give an advantage because you could count the beads or rhinestones.
Oh, wait, that would be cool.
Yeah.
That's neat. Great idea. See, crazy, you know, just the ideas just come to you at random times. But I think that's awesome, and it's kind of made me think of like a whole new like world of different things. Like, you know, like it's cool helping out a blind cuber, but like maybe there's a way where we could help come up with a way for a cuber to if they don't have arms to solve a cube.
Oh, with the 10!
Oh, Jenna Martz coming through. I think we know who that is, right?
Hi, Jenna Martz. How you doing?
Come through with a $10 dono. That is so appreciated.
Jenna, thank you.
And Stephanie.
Steph said that they were going to buy your book, possibly.
Hey!
Yeah.
I love a sale.
Jenna, what name do you want on the True Cubing Cube of Fame? And while I do that, Truman can recommend the cube.
Okay. Which cube do you recommend for a beginner solver? Okay. So, for like the beginner cubes, like maybe 3x3, 2x2, which is what I have in my hand here, and 4x4, I'm just like 4x4 cube. I'm just gonna consider those like beginner cubes. So for 2x2, I recommend as a good speed cube for a beginner. I would recommend.
I got you.
So. For 2x2, I would recommend the RS2M Evolution, as I think it's like $10. It's really good for the price, and it's magnetic. And I think it can compete with some of the best 2x2s on the market too. And for 3x3,
Which one did you say is the best 2x2?
or one of the best 2x2s on the
Yeah.
market, I would say is probably the RS2M Evolution.
Okay, all right.
I've got Callum on the cube
Hey, Callum.
for you. There, it's right there.
All right.
Boom, we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Good job.
Maybe we'll meet you when we come to Seattle.
Thanks for the support, Jenna and Callum.
Eventer said that Paul is a chill guy.
All right.
I
Thank
agree.
you.
I agree. So,
And then
Rock on, everybody.
for 3x3, I think a good beginner cube would be RS3M 2020 or 2021. They're both only like, or the 2021 is maglev, it's only like $15, and then the 2020 is only $10, and I even made that for a little while before I switched to like again that I haven't used in a long time. And
Can I see what your 2x2 feels like, the one that you're recommending?
or I mean this is the closest I can get to that. I don't have the exact cube, but
Okay. Oh,
that's
yeah.
the closest I can
Nice.
get to
Did
it.
you try that one?
Oh no, I have not
That's
actually.
Gan Leap.
Eventer, it's okay. You know, you got a membership, so we appreciate that, my friend.
Yeah.
Cool. Very
Let's
nice.
see. And then Titan Chicken said GAN 251 Pro is the best 2x2 in their opinion. And then GD Hasties, not Go Hasties, said GAN 11M Pro. And then Eventer said, what method do I use for 2x2? It's kind of boring. Sorry, are you asking what method are you talking about the method you use there, Eventer? What method do I use for 2x2? It's kind of boring doing beginner method now.
And
I don't.
so
Oh,
for
go ahead.
a cube, another beginner cube I'd say, or a cube that beginners would probably like want to solve, I'd say would be, honestly, I know it's a little hefty, but I don't know that many beginners cubes, but I just get the GAN, pretty much everyone uses it, and I mean,
I
I
personally
think
love
it's
the
just good.
X-Man Wingy because it's
oh
concave.
yeah, that one.
That's this one. That's the one I use. It's for people with dumb fingers.
Although honestly, I feel like this is more expensive than the GAN, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. That was courtesy of KillerCubes.com. Do they
Yeah,
still sell it?
Yeah, they still sell the X-Men Mini V2.
And you can get that one at KillerCubes.com.
And for 4x4, the best beginner 4x4, I'd say, it's probably the YJMGC. It's pretty good for, I think, like $15, maybe 20, but
YJMGC, that's my 4x4, is a YJMGC. I couldn't think of the name of it, yeah.
Nice.
And I had a 2x2, but I was not pleased with a YJMGC for a 2x2. But it
Yeah,
works
no,
good for a
I
4x4. Yeah.
I got the YJMGC 2x2 and it's not the best.
Right, yeah.
Then the 4x4 is also not the best for my standard.
What 2x2 do I use now? We traded. Truman and I traded for 2x2s. What is this one?
I think it's Diane Canyon.
I like that one. GD, we don't know what the best 10x10 is because we don't have one. So, let's see what Mr. Paul gets
I
here.
just figured out a really dumb way to do an e-perm. Wait, what is it? I'm curious. Curious.
Is that a -2?
It is a
Not a minus,
plus
a
two.
+2.
Yeah.
I want it to be a -2.
Of course. I don't think they have that one in the rules yet.
17.38 seconds +2, so 19.38.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is awesome. Do you want to film my 2x2?
Sure.
It's quite,
Dad.
it's just whatever.
131
Yeah,
minutes.
This is this feels almost a little like
What?
my YJMGC does.
Nice.
Yeah. But this is the GAN Leaf.
Yeah.
Someone was asking about 2x2 methods, and I'm writing an article for a 2x2 beginner method and an explanation of Ortega and all the algorithms, and that's going to go on tactilecuber.com in the next few days or so.
That's awesome.
T-perm, YouTube T-perm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I found that out, but I just completely forgot about it. It's a really bad way to do an e-perm, but it's honestly really fast.
So, Paul, I gotta ask, I didn't think of this when we were doing our interview earlier, but like, what kind of support have you gotten personally, from like your family? And obviously I know your wife is supportive, because she allowed us to kind of bombard your house today.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
I'm guessing, has it been pretty welcome or supportive and everything? Family and stuff?
Yeah, definitely. Dee loves that I write, and writing this book is writing, definitely.
Yeah.
And then because I'm blind and because I'm also hearing impaired, these AirPods do more than just let me hear my phone. They're also work like hearing aids.
Oh,
Yeah. So that means I qualify for some state-funded services.
okay.
So when I'm at a competition with a sighted guide, that person's time is being paid for by the state of Colorado.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
And so it's nice to have that support because I would not be able to do that independently. And my wife has a life, frankly.
Right.
She has
Yeah.
friends and activities, so yeah.
Of course.
So I get to go out and do my thing and she can do her thing.
Nice.
It works well for everybody.
Do you usually get like the same guide kind of, or like is there a few that you just know and you've had a few different times?
I've tried, I've worked with two, they're called support service providers.
Okay.
Yeah, and they act as sighted guides and they help me out with communication, anything I need help with. They basically make the whole competition an accessible experience for me. That's their job.
I like the guy that you had at the last comp for sure.
Peter, very
Yes,
nice guy.
yeah.
Yeah. Hi,
Yeah.
Peter, if
you're
listening.
watching, yeah.
Hello.
Or hi, Vicky, if my other support service provider is watching.
Gotcha. I didn't meet her, so that's why, I have no preference one over the other. I just haven't met one of them at the moment, so.
Hello, Stefan Richard. We are doing good. And Avanter, I'm gonna go show you how a skew turns. Since it seems like you're interested.
Yeah. And let's see here. Stephanie asked if you had a service dog.
I do not. Some people are dog people. Some people aren't. I like dogs. We used to have a pet dog. I think I told you the password to our Wi-Fi was Animal House.
Yeah.
We used to have 3 cats and a dog. Yeah, they've
wow.
all passed away now.
Oh, gotcha.
But I don't have a dog because I don't have the time to exercise it every day like a responsible dog owner should.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, so a Vanter, this is how a cube turns. So, turns like this.
Boom. Yeah, perfect. Let's see. Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Paul while we've got him here? But yeah, if, again, I know we keep saying this every now and then, but we just want to spread the word. The reason for us streaming today with Mr. Paul is to help promote his book, Solve It. The only speed solving guide for blind. I can't remember the exact title, but it's right here. It is, yeah, Solve It.
The only speed solving guide for blind cubers.
There you go. But not only does it teach blind cubers how to solve a cube, it can teach them how to solve it fast. It can teach them resources or tell them about resources to get better at cubing. It can tell them how to make their own tactile cube. And it shares resources on where they can buy pre-made textured cubes. And stuff like that, and so our goal for the stream today, obviously, was to promote his book. But honestly, if one person that is blind and has been interested in doing a Rubik's cube, finds out about this book and is able to learn how to solve one because of it, then I think we've done our job. So I challenge you guys to help spread the word, please. Show some love. And everything. So again, just wanted to give that plug real quick. So
thank you very much. Yeah, if anyone watching, if you know one blind person who might want to solve the cube, let them know about my book. Thanks.
Steph said I think I'm getting one.
Yeah. Titan Chicken asks, how much do those marvelous textured puzzles cost?
I don't know. You can find out on texturecube.com.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm actually going to look at that.
You can look up the price. You know how much a standard speed cube costs, a Moyu or a GAN, right? They start with a standard speed cube like that, and then they apply these textures, and then they resell the result. So that's my understanding of how it works. Esther can hop in with a comment if that's wrong.
Yeah. Let's see here. Textured cube. Let's see here. It looks like when I just go to texturecube.com, the first one that pops up is $39. And these aren't put on, at least from what I can tell, they are not made by machine.
Wait, you found this book on Amazon? Cool. Wait, let me.
Yeah, he has it on Amazon. It is not, it's only $1.99 or $2.
Yep.
So
$1.99 or $2.99, right? I'm
gonna get it just so maybe if I read it, maybe I can learn how to solve a cube faster eventually. And it's very cool. But let's see here. Yeah, they've got. It looks like they've got. Well, the sold out. They've got one that's $65. But they've got two. But they're both
accepting pre-orders.
Oh, pre-orders. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it looks like right now the base is $39.
There's so many books called, or that have the word Solve It in
There
it.
are a lot of books called Solve It. That's
it.
why you have to search for Solve It by Paul Marks.
Oh, it's $2.99?
Yeah,
There we go. Yeah.
Yep. $2.99 on Amazon. They won't let me mark it lower. Everyone else sells it for $1.99. So Barnes & Noble, Apple Books, Smashwords, that's a better deal. What was I going to say about the price of the texture cube? Oh, if I bought a standard speed cube and had a friend make tactile markings for me with a 3D printer, it would cost about that much money.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking like the time it would take to do this as well, to make your own.
Mm-hmm.
To me, well worth paying. And again, like
time.
I feel like, I don't know, I would say the average cube we buy these days is probably about $35 average, and for a 3x3. So to have this capability put on and not have to do it yourself, just the time. It may take them more time, but it's definitely worth a few extra bucks for sure. It's awesome. And I know Mr. Paul's giving us one, but I think we're going to be ordering a cube from you as well very soon, Esther. You know, show some extra love there. So, but yeah, we're down to only 54 people watching right now, but it's not been a bad day. We appreciate everyone coming out.
19.27 seconds and no penalty.
Oh, and distracted. Yeah. So, and Paul, we hit 31,300 views so far. So, Esther did say that's correct. They are handmade and available for pre-order to ship on July 1st. And thanks for the support. Esther, how long does it take you to, do this?
Good question.
Do you have like a lot of, or do you have a few friends or kids or something that like help you do it, or do you do them all yourself? We're just waiting to see. Lionel Alejandro Avila, come on, Argentina.
All right, Argentina.
Okay, yeah. We appreciate the love. Oh, well, I don't know. Go GD Hasties. They're not in Braille. I was actually asking Mr. Paul about that earlier, and he just said it would be too hard. Like because I was like, why don't they put like a W, on the white side and a B? And while Mr. Paul hasn't been fully blind his whole life, he might know what a B looks like and therefore could feel like. Other blind cubers that have never been sighted may not know what a B feels like or looks like, so that wouldn't be it. But in Braille, he said that like if it's, one letter one way, that if it's flipped around, it could be another letter, and that therefore it wouldn't make the process easier.
Right.
So
yeah.
Like A could feel like a V if it's flipped.
That kind of stuff could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Esther said, I do them myself for now. It takes about 1 to 2 hours. I'm investing in some machinery and custom parts to try to speed up the process. That makes sense, and that is in 1 to 2 hours. Wow.
That's still a lot of work. Good work, Esther. Good job.
I'm not gonna lie, Esther. I feel like you could
I love
probably charge a little more than for that. In that case, But well, Truman's favorite video game is Geometry Dash. GD Hasties.
Geometry Dash.
Yeah, it's a mobile app,
Neat.
phone game
Yeah,
thing.
it's also on PC.
Oh, it's on PC as well. It is not one. What was the type of game you said you've been in some forums with some people that they don't do video games, but it's like video games, but no visual.
For blind people,
Yeah.
audiogamers.net. Yeah, I've been talking up the Cube book in audiogamers.net. A lot of people have been very interested from around the world. I get a lot of comments back on the post, and they say, we can't get your book in, Lesotho or whatever country they're in. And so I have them DM me, and then I email them a copy. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
And Esther said, yeah, I may have to raise the price, unfortunately, to account for the time. Yeah, well, that makes...
Yep.
I totally would, if I were you. But before you do that, you got to sign Mr. Paul as a sponsor, so that way he doesn't have to pay the extra price,
I get the member discount.
Yeah.
What happened, Truman?
At the F2L 118.
Oh.
with the textured cube there. So, how far were you off?
He said he was
3
118,
edges.
and he DNF'd it. I
Yeah.
don't know what the DNF
3 edges away.
Yeah, he
Oh.
had
Okay,
just in the
you
wrong
perm.
spot.
Are you perm away?
Esther said, definitely the member discount, haha.
Thank you.
But yeah, and we would love to, if you ever want to go do more mass producing, or I can't help you with producing it all or whatever, but we will definitely give you some plugs here and there, and we won't expect anything. Just take care of Paul. If he needs some cubes or something. or if you ever have any ideas, or run them by us, and we'll, tell you what we think. Not that we're expert. I mean, he's definitely more of an expert than me. I'm just like, I just do it because it's kind of fun, and with him being my son and all, it's something we can do for together for a really long time. So.
Discount code for viewers.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. What's my hardest level? Oh, yes.
Paul can use the. He knows he can use the tactile cubes. I'm assuming he can use the texture cube, just not the one he currently is holding because it is basically a force cube.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the one that's all red.
Right. So I cannot use this. Might not be able to use this in comp.
Right, because they would have to scramble, know which sides.
I can definitely solve it because I've been solving it all morning.
Right. Yeah. But he.
Before we started the live.
But I think these other textured cubes, which are very similar to that one, they actually have the colors. So I think these, I'm guessing, would be comp legal for Paul to use.
You guys might know more about the regulations than I do. I haven't looked, but this one is definitely comp legal because I've used it in 2 comps now. So,
there you go.
Yeah.
What about your third? Or if that one had 3x3?
The very first one that I attended at Pennsylvania, I had a kind of a cheap starter tactile cube, and they let me use it. And
what is it? What was it? A YJMGC or not MGC?
I don't think so. I didn't even get it from a Speed Cube shop or anything. I just got it on Amazon.
Oh, nice.
So.
And so, yeah. But good question, Keiju. We appreciate that. Well, let's see here. It is 3:15 our time.
We've been at it for a couple hours.
Yeah, over 2 hours. We've still got to drive home and stuff, but what do you think? You about ready to wrap it up, fellas?
I'm exhausted.
Okay, fair. Well, let's look.
I don't have Truman's energy level.
I don't think too many people do, to be honest. And I even offered him some caffeine on the way here, and he didn't want any.
Well, it was because my stomach was hurting.
Oh, okay, yeah, in the car, I got that. But look, we want to say thank you, everyone, for, as always, for stopping by and spending some time with us today.
Thank you guys for having me as your guest.
Yeah.
This has been a real treat. You guys drove all the way up here. That was no small feat, and I just appreciate it, and the help with spreading the word about my book.
Absolutely, and we'll continue to mention it as well when we're, streaming and everything. And like I said, we're gonna post the interview that I had Truman do with you earlier today.
How about we'll try to buy a copy so then we can show the viewers?
Yeah, and we will buy a copy.
And I think I sent you guys the cover art too.
You did, yeah. But it's been awesome. Jenna said marathon cubing, and then whatever the XD means.
It's a smiley face.
Smiley face thing.
Smiley face like this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Kind of
Thank
like
you.
that, extra happy.
Jenna, unfortunately, this isn't going to be the marathon cubing stream that we do, but one day, sometime soon, I did promise Truman we'd try to do about at least like a 10-hour stream or something where we just cube for like 10 hours, late into the night, early into the morning.
Okay, yeah, you might notice eat, but that's just, or like eat, drink, but that's just because
Yeah, we have to. Maybe a bathroom break here and there.
Because we're human.
Yeah. But look, thank you all for the support today. Thanks for showing up and showing Mr. Paul some support.
Thanks for all.
Stephanie said good luck on your book.
Woo!
Thanks to all the people that donated during the stream,
Woo!
as always.
Subscribe to
Bye, Esther. Bye, Jenna.
texturecube.com email list for the website updates. Esther, you're welcome. Thank you. And again, check out Mr. Paul's book, Solve It, a
Speed solving guide for blind cubers.
Available to order at many different retailers. Amazon, Barnes & Noble.
Yep.
I'm getting better. I can remember two now.
Good. Yep. Smashwords. Go to tactilecuber.com and follow the buy link, and it'll take you to every place where it's available.
Wait.
Very true.
Alright, I'll go.
Go.
Bye guys. Hope y'all had
an amazing time on stream today.
Yes.
And see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Like and subscribe.
Always.